Day number 9 of Chicago Bears training camp is in the books, and let's talk about everything that happened. What's going on, guys? I'm back with another Chicago Bears training camp update video, which I'll be doing every single day at training camp this year. Tomorrow is the Family Fest at Soldier Field, so if you guys are going there, I hope you have a lot of fun. I think I will have a video out for you guys recapping Family Fest, even though I'm not going to be there. I was going to go, but Lollapalooza's this weekend, so I didn't want to be out there in the craziness, get stuck in traffic. There's so much going on in Chicago right now, so if you guys are going though, hope you have fun. I'll be having a video out most likely tomorrow to recap all that happened. But yeah, talking about practice today, guys. So talking about the injuries first of all, according to Brad Biggs, he said that Jonah Jackson was back at practice after missing the last few days, but there is no sign of offensive tackle Kiran Amegadji. So Kiran Amegadji is dealing with some type of injury. Hopefully he recovers from that pretty soon because he needs his practice time more than anybody. I mean, he's already a step behind everybody, even though he was a third-round pick from last year. He's definitely behind Ozzie Trapilo at this point in time. So hopefully he recovers pretty fast. And also with Jonah Jackson, I guess he only returned to practice briefly because according to Biggs, he went limping and went back into the building early. So hopefully Jackson is good. You know, I hope he didn't come back too soon. There's so much time from now until the start of the regular season, still about a month, a little over a month. So I hope the Bears played safe with Jonah Jackson, especially because he dealt with injuries all of last year. So hopefully, you know, knock on wood, he can stay healthy this year. This is just a minor flare-up. And according to Biggs as well, he said that Jordan Murray left practice too, and Ryan Bates played in place of Jonah Jackson at right guard and also did some snapping today too. So shout out to Ryan Bates for being versatile. The fact that he can play center and guard is a big boost to the depth on this interior offensive line. And talking about what actually happened at practice today, guys, so it was again a lot of great plays made by Caleb Williams and the offense. Caleb Williams is really getting the hang of this offense now because every single day we're seeing fantastic plays made by our quarterback. So the Bears have really been enforcing the no video policy lately at Halas Hall, so I unfortunately don't have any videos to share for you guys. My friend Nick from Just Another Year Chicago actually got banned for a little bit from Halas Hall for taking video, so nobody really took video today. If you guys want to see these plays, hopefully the Bears post clips of them later on their social media, but the Bears social media has not really been doing that for a lot of these plays, so hopefully somebody will post video eventually. But yeah, getting into the updates. So according to Greg Braggs, he said that Caleb Williams is dialed in once again, ladies and gentlemen. Rolled out and found Odunze on the backside and fired a frozen rope between defenders. Tight window throw would be putting it mildly. Maybe his best throw of camp so far. So it looks like a fantastic throw from Caleb to Rome. Some, you know, coverage there, tight window, but really good pass from Caleb Williams. Then going to Brad Biggs, he said that Caleb Williams avoided the full house blitz in second to final period, eluded the pocket, and then lofted a pass to Cole Kmet in the corner of the end zone. Play highlighted his athleticism, arm talent, and ability to adjust on the fly. So a full house blitz, a lot of pressure thrown his way, but Caleb found the open man, Cole Kmet, in the end zone and delivered a beautiful ball to him. So fantastic stuff by Caleb there, and also good to see Cole Kmet get involved. We have not seen Cole Kmet catching a whole lot of balls, I would say, this training camp period compared to prior because Colson Loveland is here, but, you know, glad to see Kmet still involved in the action. And then Braggs also said that Caleb Williams just threw a jump ball up to Colson Loveland in the end zone on red zone team drills. Colson did a really good job of going through the defender and coming back to the ball. Didn't come down with the catch, but drew the pass interference. So love to hear these reports surrounding Caleb Williams. All the stuff that we saw from him in college, the athleticism, the arm talent down the field, the ability to evade the pocket, make plays on the run, be Superman. He's been doing a lot of those things in camp so far. And yes, it's only camp, okay? We can't get too overhyped about just camp reports until the games actually start. You know, we can't crown him for sure, but there's just so much good he's been doing in the last week, which it's hard not to get excited about. He's definitely getting the hang of this offense. He's getting the hang of which reads he's supposed to make. He's going through his reads faster. He's, you know, getting in and out of the huddle a lot quicker than he was a couple weeks ago when he got thrown out of a play because he didn't know how to get his guys lined up. Like, things are very different already, and it's only been a couple weeks of training camp. Imagine how far he's going to be a couple months into the season. It's going to be learning process for sure. There's going to be mistakes made along the way, but we can still win games with Caleb making mistakes and Caleb learning because we've afforded him the ability to do that with how good of a team is surrounding him at this point in time. And Ben Johnson also is going to call the plays that Caleb is the best at. Okay, he's really good at designing schemes around the strengths of his quarterback. That's what he did with Jared Goff. He designed a system that fit Jared Goff so damn well. The Lions had some of the best offenses in their entire sad history, right? Like the Lions scored so many points the last 3 years. So like I really trust Ben Johnson to get the most out of Caleb, and Caleb already is doing fantastic things, you know, throwing touchdowns to Odunze, throwing touchdowns to Cole Kmet, targeting everybody in this offense. There's a lot of good happening in Caleb Williams right now. Two players in particular I want to highlight today from the receiving core are Odunze and Colston Loveland, because both of them had fantastic practices. So Odunze, according to Greg Braggs, he mossed Kyler Gordon at the back pylon in red zone one-on-ones. Rome and Kyler had some fun about it after the play, Rome letting him know as Poles stood inches away. So Rome had a couple nice catches today. He had this mossing play against Kyler Gordon. Love to see him succeeding today in practice. He has the ability to be the Bears' #1 receiver this year. He has that potential for sure. I mean, he was drafted so high in a draft in which there were already two other elite star receivers, Marvin Harrison Jr. and Malik Neighbors. I mean, he was a very good top-level prospect at the receiver spot, and he has that frame. He has good height to him. He can go down the field, win a contested grab. He can run routes really well. He has decent amount of speed to his game. He's not a burner, but he has good enough speed. He can just do so many different things well at the receiver spot. So I would not be totally surprised if Rome becomes receiver #1 on this offense this season. But at the same time, maybe we don't have a receiver 1 per se. Like maybe everybody gets the ball equally. That would honestly be my dream as a Bears fan, because that would mean it would be impossible to game plan against this Bears team when everybody is basically a #1 receiver. But in terms of stat production, like, again, there is a decent chance, in my opinion, that Rome could be that guy, just because him and Caleb do have a fantastic connection. They've been working out so much in the offseason, and Rome can really do it all. Like, there's so much he's good at doing. Last year was a little bit disappointing, but Ben Johnson will get the most out of Rome Odunze in this offense. And then talking about Colston Loveland, the rookie, I mean, this guy has been doing so well in camp. Ever since he came back from the injury, he's been one of the stars of Chicago Bears training camp. And for a rookie tight end, that is pretty damn impressive. Tight ends can often take a couple years to develop, but I don't think that's going to be the case with Colston Loveland. Like, I think it's going to be integrated into the Bears offense very quickly and produce on the Bears offense very quickly as well. According to Clay Harbor, he said that Colston Loveland had a couple touchdowns in 7-on-7s. The unique blend of size and speed will be very difficult to match up with. He did take a video, which I'll put on the screen right here, but God, that is so exciting. The way he can move so quickly, he's so agile with it, even though he's such a big guy. That kind of reminds me of Travis Kelce in some ways. I mean, not trying to put lofty expectations on him, but he could really be a star tight end in this league with the way that he moves. I mean, it's just rare to move that well, move that fast at that size. You can tell he's a totally different type of tight end than Cole Kmet was. No hate to Cole Kmet, obviously. He's just a different type of tight end. Really good blocker, you know, and he could be used in the red zone still. But I think Loveland is going to be more of the receiving option at tight end this year, just based on where we drafted him and based on how good of a camp he has been having so far. Basically, every single day, he's been coming down with crazy catches. He's been used so much in the middle of the field. It seems like nobody can guard him because it's so damn difficult to guard a guy that's that tall, that can move that well on the football field. So, you know, really exciting stuff out of the Bears' first-round pick this year. And switching on to a different topic on the offense, I want to talk about the left tackle battle, because it seems like there's been somewhat of a big development, because as of late, the rookie Ozzie Trapilo has been taking a lot of the snaps with the first team offense. Today, according to Adam Johns, rookie left tackle Ozzie Trapilo took every snap with the first team offense. In one team period, veteran Braxton Jones was with the 2s and the 3s because Kiran Amagaji didn't practice. But guys, the fact that Braxton Jones is practicing with the threes as well, that really tells me this regime likes Ozzie Trapilo better, and there could be a very decent chance that Ozzie is the starter week 1. I mean, I don't think this is just a ramp-up period anymore for Braxton Jones. Like, I know Braxton Jones had a little bit of a ramp-up period, which is why he was working with the backups a little bit, but Braxton has been fully healthy now, according to my knowledge. Like, I don't think there's any limitation on him. I just really think that this regime likes Ozzie better in this offense, which that could make a lot of sense, guys, because especially if they don't see Braxton in their long-term plans, like, you probably want to get Ozzie a head start this year, get some production out of him to see, what you have in him and help him develop early so that, next season he can be even better. But it is really interesting because Braxton Jones has been a pretty solid tackle for us for 3 years. Like, again, he's not been elite, he's not been very good, but he's been decent for us, which at the left tackle spot, that's really hard to find. Like, most tackles we draft are going to be complete shit. So Braxton being a decent tackle in the 5th round, like, that's still a fantastic story. But if the Bears really do think Ozzie is an upgrade, then they should start Ozzie because he is younger, he's under contract for longer, and there's more potential in this dude. So I wonder what happens with Braxton Jones then. Like, would we trade him? I'm not too sure about that because that would be really risky to have only Kiran Amigaji as a backup tackle, and Ozzie is still a rookie. Like, we haven't seen him play against NFL competition in a real game just yet. So I think that'd be a little too risky in my opinion, like, unless you get a really high offer for Braxton. So, like, I think you would just keep Braxton as a backup if he does not end up winning the starting job. But it kind of blows my mind that Ozzie is even making this a possibility because I really thought Braxton will be the starter going into this year. Maybe that can still happen, but based on what we're seeing in camp, there's a decent chance that Ozzie could be the starter as well. Let's talk about the defense though a little bit. I want to show some love to the Bears defense too because they've been making big time plays every day at camp as well. And Kyler Gordon had a damn good day and had a really fantastic play that he made. So according to Greg Braggs, he said that Kyler Gordon just absolutely blew up a run play up the middle, looked like a missile, ran over Swift. Spider-Man bringing the energy today. Zach Pearson said the same thing. He just said Kyler Gordon came through the line untouched and hit DeAndre Swift. Drew a big reaction from the defense. Nicholas Morian also said that Kyler Gordon had some sticky coverage on Olamide Zaccheaus and one-on-ones. Gordon then looked to the crowd and said to the crowd that it's okay to cheer for the defense. And I love that Gordon pointed that out because all of us fans only want to hear reports about the offense doing well, about Caleb lighting it up down the field, but we don't really cheer for the defense as much. And we should, okay? It's still really exciting to see the Bears defense do well, make big time plays. I think us Bears fans are just so used to the defense carrying the team that we don't really want to see defensive plays. But I promise you guys, the Bears defense, there's a lot to be excited about with that side of the ball too. And Kyler Gordon, man, it's just so nice having this dude on our football team. He's so versatile. He's going to be playing multiple positions this year. According to Dennis Allen, he said he's going to try him out a little bit at safety, a little bit at outside corner, and also nickel as well. And it's so satisfying to see Kyler Gordon just absolutely knock the wind out of a ball carrier in the open field. I mean, if you're going up against Kyler Gordon, like, there's some element of fear probably in your mind because this dude's going to knock the shit out of you. So, it's very exciting to have a hard hitter like that on the Chicago Bears defense, and his abilities in coverage have been fantastic. I mean, this dude is so nimble. He's very agile. He can fly through the air like Spider-Man, make those diving bats at the ball. So just really good stuff out of Kyler Gordon. I think he's going to have an even better year next year than he had last year, potentially even a Pro Bowl type season if it all comes according to plan. And I also want to talk about Montez Sweat here too, because Montez Sweat also had a fantastic practice. So according to Brad Biggs, he said that bit of a rough practice for Darnell Wright today. Montez Sweat got the better of him, and there were some false start issues. Year 3 is a big season for the former first-round pick. So Montez Sweat definitely got the better of Darnell Wright in their matchups today. Not too worried about Wright here with this report because obviously you're going to lose some battles. You're going to lose some days going up against such a talented edge rusher like Montez Sweat. And it's good to see Sweat come through and really prove that he is a star of the Chicago Bears defensive line. We're paying him so much money. He's the highest paid D-line player that we got. So I'm personally expecting at least 10 sacks out of him this season, hopefully 12 plus. That'd be nice. But Montez has the ability to get, 10 plus double digit sacks, get a shit ton of pressures. He's really good against the run too. I mean, he's going to have to be an all-around beast for the Bears this year for the Bears defense to be top 10. Like, the pass rush is the biggest question mark. So if Montez is the pass rusher one of this team, then he's got to step it up this year and have a better year than he had last year. And it seems like in camp so far, he's motivated, he's hungry, he's super healthy, and he's doing very well. So glad to see the arrow pointing upwards for Montez Sweat. And then finally, I want to end with the last play of practice, actually. Nahshon Wright picked off Caleb Williams. So according to Greg Braggs, he said the final play of practice is an interception by Nahshon Wright. Caleb Williams tried to fit the ball into DJ Moore. Wright made a nice play on the ball. Defense gets the last laugh in a competitive practice that featured a lot of red zone work. And I've talked about Nahshon Wright in the last couple of videos. This dude has a chance to really win the CB2 job on the Chicago Bears. It's going to be between him and Tyreek and Terrell Smith. Now, obviously, Tyreek is taking a lot of the snaps at CB1 in place of Jalen Johnson, so I don't think this regime has given up completely on Tyreek. I almost forgot about that Tyreek is taking over for Jalen Johnson because Jalen's not out there. So, regardless, it's good to see both of these guys competing, both Tyreek and Nahshon Wright competing. And, at this point, like, Nahshon Wright, I feel like 100% is guaranteed to make the roster with how many plays he's made in training camp. I hope to see that transfer into the preseason games as well. But to pick off Caleb Williams, working with the starters, that is a big time play for a player that, has bounced around a little bit in this league. He got drafted by the Cowboys, went to the Vikings last year, didn't really work out for him there, then goes over to the Chicago Bears, and maybe it works for him here. I mean, that would be a fantastic story to bounce back and win a starting spot on a team like the Chicago Bears. But even if he doesn't win a starting spot, the fact that he could be a backup corner, I think that's a good thing for our defense because he's shown a lot of great plays so far in camp. Those are all the updates I have for you guys today. Leave your comments down below. What you guys think about practice? And tomorrow is the Family Fest again, so I'll be having a video out for that most likely tomorrow in the evening sometime. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, bear down.